Today's brief video, I want to talk to those of you guys who are struggling with THC withdrawal symptoms or marijuana withdrawal symptoms. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name's Dr. Frank. I'm the founder of Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching, a company dedicated to helping people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, addictions that I once struggled with. When I talk to people about marijuana withdrawal symptoms or any withdrawal symptoms, even nicotine withdrawal or withdrawal from adult media content, I've said on this channel many, many times in my other videos that withdrawal is nothing more than that addictive voice in the brain trying to pull you back in, trying to suck you back in. And I've told people in many other videos that withdrawal should be celebrated because this is a clear sign that you're winning, that you're overcoming this addiction, you're defeating it. Something interesting seems to happen though when it comes to THC withdrawal symptoms, and I've noticed this after talking to several clients, and there was a huge example of this in one of today's conversations. From a mental health standpoint, when you're going through withdrawal, it would seem that that addiction latches onto or attacks or messes with some of the things that you're like most anxious about or some of the things that you're most fearful about. Like that addictive voice gets really, really deep in your head, especially during those peak withdrawals in the first 3 to 5 days. So what am I saying? If you're someone who's prone to depression, it's almost like that addiction recognizes that and it amplifies that depression significantly. Maybe you're someone who's anxious and you're stressing over low confidence. Well, all of a sudden, when those peak withdrawals hit, now you're going to feel maximally low in your confidence. It's just weird, and I've noticed this. Like, I remember when I was going through THC withdrawals, I was very nervous about my living situation. I was back at home as, a 27, 28-year-old male, and I just financially wasn't where I needed to be. And just for those days, I couldn't stop thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm never going to succeed. Oh my God, I'm never going to get out of, my childhood bedroom. Oh my God, I'm never going to have any money to be able to do anything in life. And I just focused so hard on that for a period of 24 to 48 hours, maybe less. But it's weird, and I'm curious if any of you guys experienced this or are experiencing this as you're going through THC withdrawal symptoms. It reminds me, if we have any Harry Potter fans here, when Harry Potter was trying to kill Voldemort and he was destroying one of those Croxes or whatever they're called, and when he went to destroy it, the booby trap was showing like a smoke image of all of his fears, and it was actually, I think, Ron who was destroying it.
I have seen your heart, and it is mine. I have seen your dreams, Ronald Weasley, and I have seen your fears. Least loved by your mother who craved a daughter. Least loved by the girl who prefers your friend.
We were better without you. Happier without you.
Who could look at you compared to Harry Potter?
And his fear was like Harry Potter was hooking up with like Hermione and that Ron wasn't good enough. I feel like in a weird way that represents how addiction takes advantage of us and how it tries to suck us back in and kind of pull us over to the dark side type of deal. And I'm sorry for those of you guys that haven't seen the movie or don't like movie analogies, but I am going to be doing a full video on the Harry Potter movie and substance abuse, which there was none in that movie, but how it relates to, I think, that addictive voice in our brains, because I find it just fascinating. I think it draws perfect comparisons. Anyways, back on track. All I wanted to say was watch out for that if you're going through withdrawals and recognize what's happening, that it's nothing more than addiction trying to suck you back in, and it's throwing out some of its most powerful stops along the way. Maybe it's physical pain, maybe it's headaches, maybe it's nausea, maybe it's the mind game that it's playing with you, tapping into the parts of your mental health, your life where you feel the weakest, and trying to convince you that that's what you are. Watch out for that, because I've had many clients express this, and I know there's probably a lot of people who are going to experience this. I just want you to know it's going to pass, and typically it passes very, very quickly. Now, what you can do to manage that is get up and move around, exercise, take a cold shower, take a hot shower, go cook something, just move, go do something, pace, walk, I don't really care. Talk to someone, call a family member, call a psychologist, call our offices if you don't have someone to talk to, and we'll coach you through it. But talk therapy is one of the most important things, because it's worth a lot to have someone say, hey, listen, I know what you're thinking right now. I understand that what's going on. It's addiction messing with you. And hey, you're not a failure. You're not some depressed person that's going to sink too low. You're not a ball of anxiety. You're going through withdrawal, and this is going to pass. And the note that I'll leave you guys with is, remember, there's a finite end to withdrawal symptoms. These will pass, these will end, but there is no end to addiction. Addiction is an endless game. It's an endless game, and it's not one that you want to be a part of. And this is your way out. The withdrawals, the work that you're going to put into getting better, this is your way out. But just be on guard for that. All right, guys, follow me in the next video about THC withdrawal timelines. I'll see you there.